So good morning, good afternoon, and late afternoon for you, my dear Alberto. We are happy for
Good
us
afternoon,
to
my dear
join us.
Dominique.
We're happy that you could join us today, and we're going to go to your beautiful country, but off the beaten path. Huh? So the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Dominique, and thank you. I feel like I have a reunion with friends since your comment. But of course, for those who are not familiar with Leonidas Travel, we are a DMC specialized in countries such as Croatia, Slovenia, Montenegro, also in connection with my hometown Venice, Trieste, and we have something on store, but I will make it official later on this year. Of course, as we were talking, this is my biggest asset, my team. We are from different countries, and we are happy, especially since January 1st, 2023, there are no more borders. So really think of this corner of the world as a new geographical area that you can explore, and you can add more than one country on your trip. My team is very informative, very responsive. We really provide you with all the information that you can share with the clients that will make you shine and look like the real expert, even if you haven't been to our countries. Today, I'm going to take you off the beaten track. I'm not going to take you to Rovinj. I'm going to take you to Ica. I'm not going to take you to Zagreb. I'm going to take you to Zadar. I'm not going to take you to Split. I'm going to take you to Šibenik. I'm not taking you to Hvar or Korčula. I'm taking you to Brač. And I'm not taking you to Dubrovnik, but I'm taking you to Zavtat. And I want to explain more about it. Of course, we'll be able to include this popular destination that I mentioned. But nowadays, there are some beautiful accommodation in locations that are less touristy, but they will allow you still to visit the best of this fascinating country. Let's start with Ica. Ica is located in the eastern part of Istria. I've picked 2 nights at the Icador Luxury Boutique Hotel and Spa, only 19 rooms, all sea view. It's really a beautiful spot from where you can venture into Istria and explore this heart-shaped peninsula, which is sort of a Tuscany and Provence mixed together. You have these beautiful villages rising on top of the hills, like Motovun, picturesque, colorful town like Rovinj, all along the coast, surrounded by pristine water, Roman ruins, UNESCO site. From Ica, there is a very popular summer destination called Opatia, and I would love to take you on a vintage Fiat 500 tour of this area, and it's quite Côte d'Azur feeling. There are amazing distillery. Like the Aura distillery, olive oil, organic olive oil production is big in Istria, and I can take you to some family property that will open their house for you to teach you how the organic olive oil is produced, and also to taste it. Wine also, Istria is big for wine like Malvasia and truffle. This is the second largest area for truffles in Europe after the Piedmont. October, now we are all getting ready because it's the season of the white truffle, the most expensive and the most delicious one. If you find one, you can extend your trip for an additional 10 days. And of course, I'm going to take you to Rovinj and possibly in the evening for a nice Batana ride along the town of Rovinj. Now from Ica, we are gonna drive to Zadar. It's about 3.5-hour drive. Of course, remember, we always like to include in the transfer also a stop for a nice visit. I picked 2 nights at the Bastion Heritage Hotel for you. It's in the city center. You are a walking distance from the major highlights. It's a Relais Chateau hotel, very boutique, a very nice, excellent restaurant. And of course, Zadar, here you can enjoy one of the best sunset in the world, like Hemingway quoted. The one you see to your right is the sea organ, so you can just relax and be cuddled by the sound of the waves that hit this installation and produce a constant relaxing sound. Or as you see down in the bottom is the greeting of the sun, as I mentioned, one of the best sunsets in the world, according to Hemingway. So here is where you can definitely see the best sunset, possibly sipping a good glass of Malvasia. On the way to Zadar, you can also visit the Tesla Museum. Nothing to do with Elon Musk. This is the real Tesla, and it's a great museum. Also, when you're traveling with kids, but very interesting also for adults. There you will find things that you have no idea about. Also in Zadar, Zadar is very famous for the Thai, the Croats, and we have an amazing shop in the city center where we can actually do a workshop and produce our own Thai, customize it. It's going to be quite a nice present for your beloved back home. From Zadar, 1 hour and 30 minutes, we drive to Šibenik. Also, Šibenik, the accommodation that I picked for you is the D Resort for 2 nights, which will give us enough time to visit the wonders, to explore the wonders around this enchanting city. Of course, you can stroll down the alley of the town with your guide, or just on your own, take a boat and visit the fortress, or walk up to the hill. Šibenik is also famous for one of the first Michelin restaurant in Croatia, Pellegrini. I'm not a big fan of Michelin star, but this is particular interesting because it combines a different flavor from the Balkans, the Italian cuisine, the German cuisine. So it's quite a unique experience. If you want to enjoy a day out in the nature, forget about Plitvice for now. You won't be able to pronounce it anyway. Let's go to Krka National Park, just 30 minutes north of Šibenik, and you can enjoy a morning strolling along this national park with these cascades, with a private island, but also with that electric boat. You can reach the town of Skradin. Just to let you know, it's where Bill Gates parked his yacht during the summertime. It's a small town, so cozy, so charming, so nice. And from Skradin, you can drive 20 minutes north and reach one of the best winery in Croatia, Bibić, where you can enjoy, of course, a jovial wine tasting and a light lunch with the local delicacies of the area. From Šibenik, we will be heading to Brač. Brač is the most underrated island of the Dalmatia Islands. I'm sure you are familiar with Hvar, Korčula. Brač is really to discover. We have 1 hour drive to the town of Trogir, also a very nice, charming town that we can explore before embarking on our private boat and sail to Brač. It's about 1 hour drive and 1 hour cruising to Brač. Here in Brač, I've picked for you the Hotel Lemon Garden. Very, very boutiquey, very intimate, so classy, so peaceful. Really forget the noise and parties of Hvar during the high season. This is a place to relax, to rejuvenate, and to be prepared to explore what this island has to offer. And of course, by private boat, you can see the best of it, like the beach of Boda changes shape during the day according to the tides. The town of Bol, and of course, here you have some amazing traditional things like the olive oil production, and you can visit the museum, you can check the production, and then you can enjoy an amazing a meal with your friends, with your family. It's really a bucolic experience. But also you can visit the Jezik Gallery. Brač is famous for this white limestone. They say that the White House in the US was built with that limestone. We are still researching it, but it's nice, and you can also play and design. Usually they make you design your own flower with this limestone. It's quite nice. As you see, some of you have already enjoyed this experience, and it is quite unique. Of course, from Brač, we will departing to Zaftat, but on the way we will stop to the Pelješac Peninsula. I will show you in the map after this slide. Pelješac Peninsula is another very fascinating area of Croatia. It's a wine area, very famous for the Plavac Mali. We have a winery we love very much. It's the Miloš brother, and they do organic wine. The vineyard is not like the gentle hill of Tuscany, so you have to take an SUV and drive with them. Do you remember, Dominique? You have to drive up there and understand how difficult it is to grow such a quality wine in this terrain, which is of course kissed by the sea, by the air, and by the sun. In the same area, you can enjoy in the medieval town of Stone an oyster tasting, or even a scuba diving experience where you can see some amphoras where some wine producer are aging their wine. So that's quite an experience for those who like diving. As you see from Brač, we'll navigate with our private boat all the way to the Pelješac Peninsula, and then from the Pelješac Peninsula we have an additional 2 hours to reach Zaftat. Zaftat is the in this area I've picked for you this new hotel, Hotel Supatar, very cozy, very heritage building, and Zaftat is absolutely, it's only 20 minutes drive from Dubrovnik. It's the old Dubrovnik, the old Ragusa. And but it's very charming and very strategic, because you are only 15 minutes from the airport. First of all, you are 35 minutes to Montenegro, you are 20 minutes to Dubrovnik, so you can really enjoy the Konavle area, which is the specific region, but without being stuck in that long line of tourists lining up at Ploče Gate or Pila Gate to visit the old town Dubrovnik. And this is what you are looking at when you wake up in the morning. So, you know, nothing to invite to our popular Dubrovnik. But the slow, I love the slow pace that you can, you know, enjoy when you are in this particular area. And of course, as I mentioned, you can always jump in the car and with our private car, of course, so you don't have to worry about parking. Otherwise, you will go crazy for the entire day, and focus on the old town Dubrovnik. But you could also see the Arboretum garden, which is an exquisite example of Italian garden in the outskirts of Dubrovnik. Some of you probably know it very well if you are a fanatic of Game of Thrones. Of course, Dominique, also another nice experience you will remember, jump on a buggy and, tour the surrounding of Dubrovnik. You can enjoy some stunning views of the whole area. And for your return, you can always take the cable car back to the old town and enjoy some shopping, some good wine, and some good food, of course. South of Zaftat, there are amazing agriturismo, cooking class. It is a very agricultural area. It's a very land of goods, and a nice cooking class with your friends, with your family, with your beloved one. Could be quite a genuine local experience. Really, the people in the Conavle area are so welcoming, so eager to show you their gardens and how many delicious products they are able to grow. You remember the mother telling us that she did not even realize there was pandemic, because she was going to the garden like business as always, as usual. And of course, from this area, easily we can have a vintage car, or we can have a boat and venture south into Montenegro to explore the Boka Bay, the Lucica Bay, enjoy a nice winery like Savina, for example, which produce an excellent white wine and has a stunning view from the vineyard. Or of course, this is the Boka Bay, which is it's really a masterpiece of nature and human architecture. It's the most southern fjord in Europe, but it's definitely warmer than in Norway. So you might want to consider if you don't stand the cold very much. And of course, at the end, we can enjoy an amazing dinner with friends, with you in Dubrovnik before we say goodbye. There are many venues in Dubrovnik that we can use to set up a private event, amazing restaurants, delicious food, great wine. Prices are going a little bit crazy since the introduction of the euro this year. But again, with this itinerary, I'm sure you will get the same quality and good quality for good value for the money you spend. Just a couple of information for you how to get out from the country once your trip is over. So you can easily fly from Venice, Ljubljana, Zagreb, Split, and Dubrovnik. Those are the main airports. So you see how very well connected this tiny country is, because if you go from Zagreb to Dubrovnik by car, consider it's just 12 hours drive. So it's not a huge country. So we are very well served. Also from Dubrovnik, you can extend your trip to Athens, to Greece, or to Italy. So it's very well connected and easy, very much at reach. Just technical information for those who don't work with us. There is no minimum booking to work with us. We love to put together travel packages, of course. We have excellent contractor rates with the hotels, but you can do the hotels on your own, and we can do just the land portion, absolutely no problem. We usually tell you this from the beginning. I am not allowed to disclose my rates of the hotels. But I always tell you, we can do a travel package with a total price, or we can do, you can do the hotel, and I can do itemized price for all our services. We quote net to you either in euro or US dollar. We have actually a US bank account with JP Morgan Chase Bank in the US, so that makes it very easy for the US market because the transaction takes place in the US. But I also know that Mexico and Canada serve US clients, so sometimes they prefer to have a quote in US dollar, otherwise in euro. We send a secure online payment link. There is no credit card fee. We're very transparent with our prices. We try to be as flexible as possible with our terms and conditions, although we have to follow the trend of the hotels who nowadays are becoming stricter and stricter for obvious reason. We always protect your commission. If your clients arrange through us additional services during their stay, we always add your commission. We send you a very beautiful link for the travel package, and I'm gonna send you one of this trip with the follow-up. Just click on it and you'll see how beautiful it is presented. And I think that is the key to sell our services, our itinerary. Share any feedback you have with me. I would really appreciate. But that's really, since we have introduced this program, I see that it's all about visual nowadays, and really our itineraries look beautiful. And the biggest achievement is that clients now read the itinerary. I was impressed. I haven't seen it for 25 years, so I'm so glad. And they tend not to change too much of that itinerary, so that means they really appreciate how it is presented. Of course, once the itinerary is confirmed, we always offer you access, which is great because we can upload the itinerary on Access, and we can keep in touch with the clients constantly during their trip. Of course, you are also on Access, but it's of course our duty to make sure everything goes smooth and to make you shine in front of your clients. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your friendship, for your partnership. Leonidas Travel is growing, and we're growing thanks to your business, suggestion, ideas, and we really treasure our relationship.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, Alberto, for taking us
Thank you.
on the beaten path. It was really interesting. I had the chance to go with you on this fun trip in the spring, and it was my first time in Croatia. So I can say I cannot even describe the country, the people, the food, the wine. Everything was so perfect, and your organization.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a control freak, you know that, Dominica, and I have contaminated all my people with my attitudes.
We were all adapted. We saw the beautiful picture of us at the end. Just to see if we have any other comments, but I think the itinerary would be a fun. So I think you have a lot of people interesting for fun trips. I'm just reading through. Deborah, outstanding presentation. Thank you, Deborah.
Oh. Thank you.
Kafta, but only missing the island of Vitality, where my grandmother descended from. Do you?
Lucien, I know. I love Lucien. Logistically speaking, it's difficult to take clients who like to do an itinerary there. A lot of Europeans go there and they stay for like a week. I love Lucien. It's amazing. So you should be proud of it, and I'm sure you are. But yeah. Logistically speaking, it would be sort of a trip itself, like going to Sardinia or going to Sicily, you know, it's kind of
So Deborah is asking you if you have preferred supplier for villas. She's interested in also for a fun trip as well for next fall.
Of course. Yeah. Well, as much as hotels, villas, and yachts are our main products, we don't have the same amount of luxury hotels in like in Italy, for example. But when we are talking of floating accommodation yachts, Croatia has the biggest number of marinas in all the Adriatic. Therefore, we have solid product, floating accommodation, I mean yachts. And when you are chartering a yacht for a week, even if it's in high season in August, you don't have to worry about the crowd. You don't have to worry about the hot, because there will always be fresh air while sailing. And also, if you see too many people in one spot, you can always go around the island and look for your secluded area where to take a dip in the ocean or enjoy aperitif with friends on board.
So Urvashi, yes, we will be sending on, Alberto will be sending the recording and a sample itinerary that you will be able to show your clients. You said understanding it is dynamic. So I don't know what you mean exactly by dynamic, probably that you'll be able to do some changes on it. So of course you can. Huh? Karen, you said.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, absolutely. When we send you sample, we can give you a ball price, or we can give you, if we don't have the dates. But if we have the dates, of course, we are able to provide you an itinerary with the right quote, and that itinerary can be, if confirmed within 72 hours, you will see in the itinerary the room that you see in the itinerary, the hotels that you see in the itinerary. Are already checked, so they are ready to be confirmed within the 72 hours. Then we will have to check availability again.
Aaron is saying hi, Alberto. Laurie, thank you, Alberto.
Thank you.
Great to see you, Karen, again at VTW. Rosemary, wonderful overview. Thank you. Do you also integrate with Travelfy?
We can. We are very dynamic, and we can we did for some travel advisors with no problem. Now we see that most of you use Access, but yes, my people are quite techy, differently from me, and they can absolutely assist you also with Travelfy.
Karen, you want to know if they can do a yacht charter for less than a week? And I know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, actually, it's, I was checking my statistics, and the average was 3 nights on a yacht, which is great, because sometimes you have clients, they look for such an experience, but maybe they're not familiar with it, and 3 days is a good time. 1 week for those who are not experienced would be too much.
Claire, you'll say, fantastic, Alberto, thank you. And she also would love to explore on a fun trip with you. And Lisa, hello. Marion, lovely idea of pricing for the trip you just presented. So you're going to send the pricing as well.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing itinerary, love it, thank you. I saw a program on the Grand Park Hotel, Rovinj. It looks amazing. Can you tell us a bit about this area and what it is famous for? That's Suzanne.
Oh yeah, Grand Park is recently new big hotel in the promenade next to the old town Rovinj. It's where people like to show off. It's very bustling with yachts. It's a very nice hotel. Too big for me, but I like more boutique, or for example, there is an Adriatic hotel in the old town, and when I'm in Rovinj, I prefer to stay in the old town. It's, get lost in this small alley, and I like that. But absolutely, Grand Park is excellent hotel, and it's also virtuoso.
So Marion, you said it's for 4 clients, so I think you're going to be in touch with Alberto as well. Joanne, you would be interested in a farm. Angela said, thank you, Alberto and Dominique. Great webinar.
Ciao, Angela.
Thank you, Angela. Alors, Loan, beautiful. I would be also interested in a farm. Adrian, outstanding presentation, Alberto. Marsha, you also would love the opportunity for a farm. And also no, overwhelmed by yacht short products, said Deborah.
Since you traveled with me last year, Dominique, they all want to come to a farm now.
But you know what? I know because I had the experience. Before I didn't understand why, until I did the farm myself. So
I know.
coming back.
That's why I'm planning for next year, because yeah, that's the best way to show you what we are capable of, but the beauty of this corner of the world.
Yes, Marsha, indeed a beautiful country. No, you said very interesting presentation. Christina, wonderful presentation and alternative. Thank you, Alberto. Looking forward to receiving the itinerary. Catherine,
I will do.
Suzanne, tell them not to ring Kafta with too large of a new marina they are constructing. It's a gem. I don't pronounce very well this. The name of
it's a Z as in zebra, the C, but that's don't worry.
After. I need to learn, you know, I need to go more. That's the thing. I come back to the same conclusion.
The Slavic language is totally different setup for Latin and Anglo-Saxon. So it's tough. Don't get frustrated if you don't learn immediately.
So Duni loved the presentation. Thank you to both of us. She said, and the farm would be great as well. Annette,
I will send you the follow-up. Just please maybe reply with your interest for the farm trip. So I make sure you are in the list, in the distribution list.
So we have an anonymous attendee, so I never see the name when it's called like the Alberto. Your stuff is outstanding, uppercase. Honestly,
I know.
Best folk in the bees. Well, that's a great comment. Jason, thank you for everything. Congrats on the Virtuoso Travel Week win. As you were awarded.
Oh well, we were. It was just a nominee for the second year.
My dear, look at the number of DMCs, and you're there. Part of the
I know, but you know, I'm very competitive. I have to buy that gold medal sooner or later. But that's good. We'll improve. We'll keep improving. It means that we need to go that extra mile more. So we'll do it.
Alan, you said always a pleasure. Great places. Indeed, Rosemary, thank you. Flexibility, your flexibility, much appreciated. Karen, great presentation. Roxana, this was the best webinar of my week. Thank you. Roxana. That's nice, huh? Thank you. Christy, Alberto, your staff is outstanding, say Christy. Honestly, some of the best. Also, that was Christy who said that. Laura, safe to say we are all interested in the potential farm. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. Phyllis, great way to start the morning with you. Fabulous presentation. Loan, nice. Alberto. Please, another one, please admit your farm list. Let me know when you're doing the farm as well. So I think everyone wants a farm.
All right, Dominique. Look, I'll do six farm, but you have to escort at least 2. You are familiar with Croatia now. Come on.
All right, but thank you, everybody. I think I read all the comments, and thank you, Alberto, for your time and this tour. And hopefully, everyone will join me a little today at 3 p.m. We are going to Iceland this time.
Oh wow! Dominique, thank you for the pride you bring to this business.
Oh, thank you to you. The quality of DMC like you, I mean, it's a pleasure, a real pleasure. So thank you, everybody. I wish you a good of the afternoon, and maybe see you at 3 p.m.
Send you the recording shortly.
Bye.
Ciao. Bye-bye.